Whoa, did you feel that? In the distance, it's the Patchnotes, and this time, they're big. It's 2024.3.3. Stickers, sharing, Chatbox 2.0, camera updates, and more. We better get to it. Let's talk features. First, stickers. Stickers have been added to VRChat as an exclusive VRChat Plus feature. Users with VRChat Plus can now place stickers in any world, unless the world creator has disabled them. You can upload stickers using the VRChat website, or by taking a picture and selecting it as a sticker in the VRChat client. Here's some quick sticker facts. You can place stickers by using the option in your action menu. You can have 9 stickers active at any given time, as in stickers usable in your action menu. You can place 1 sticker in the world at a time. You can click on them to disable them if you see one you don't like. You can also choose to report them if they're offensive or otherwise break our terms of service. Yeah, stickers. They're rad, but they're not alone. On to sharing. Sharing, just like stickers, has been added to VRChat as an exclusive VRChat Plus feature. With sharing, you can easily share stickers, emoji, photos, and UI color palettes to other users. You can do this either by directly sharing them via the main menu, or you can choose to drop a pedestal that will enable you to easily share stuff with folks in your world. If you do choose to use the pedestal, you can pick if it's only visible to certain groups. You can also choose how long the pedestal lasts in the world. Also, pedestals follow the rules. The avatar rules, that is, which is to say they are hidden by avatar culling settings, so they'll disappear, for example, if they're outside whatever range you have set avatar culling to. Also, you can choose to hide them completely if you'd rather not see them. This should make it way easier to share fun moments with friends. VRChat has always been built around little viral moments, and we think that this will make them happen a little bit more. Oh, and if you'd like to learn even more about these features, you can check our previous developer update, where we talked about them and our philosophy towards VRChat Plus in detail. But hey, we're not done with features. Chatbox 2.0. Whoa! The Chatbox has received a handful of frequently requested updates. There are a lot of these, so I'm just going to read them out to you now. First off, chat boxes are now visible to everyone by default. Yes, we heard you. You can now hide individual users' chat boxes in a similar way that you'd mute their voice. Chatbox messages will be sent live to other players as you're writing the message, but you can also turn this off if you'd prefer the old way. If you have a player highlighted or selected, their messages won't disappear until you deselect them. A new chatbox button is available next to the push-to-talk mic button on the mobile UI to make chatting easier on mobile. Chatbox visibility now respects earmuffs and world zones. This means that chatboxes will fade out past your set earmuff range. Also, to clarify, when we say world zones, we mean worlds that use Udon to modify other players' voice volumes, so players muted by worlds will also have their chatbox disabled or faded. A basic profanity filter is now enabled by default on chatboxes, but you can turn it off in the settings. The keyboard input pop-up can now be minimized to a smaller, simplified view, hiding most of the keys and buttons. This will be the default on mobile, desktop, and Pico. The full view will be default in PC VR, and a lot more. For a full list of changes, go check out the full patch notes, which, as always, are linked in the description. But wait, we're still not done with new features. We've got camera improvements. A new focus overlay has been added. The focus menu has a toggle to enable an overlay to help visualize the camera's focus. And portrait orientation. It's sideways now. This mode is especially useful with camera flight. On desktop, a new button has been added to switch between landscape and portrait mode. In other news, if you hear screaming in the distance, it's the handful of millennial VRChat staff members crying out that the war against people recording video in portrait mode has been lost. Please, send your sympathies. Desktop streaming mode. Stream mode is now supported on desktop via Spout, a protocol for sharing real-time video. As a note, Spout isn't just for desktop users. PC VR can also take advantage of it. While the camera is in stream mode, applications that can receive Spout streams will be able to receive the camera view. We split auto level on the handheld camera into roll and pitch to allow for more control over how the camera is leveling. When the auto level roll is enabled, the camera snaps to the nearest 90-degree angle as you roll it over. And when auto level pitch is enabled, the camera snaps to always face towards the horizon. You can enable both of these options at once, if you like. And, just like the chat box, there are a lot more changes in the patch notes. Go check them out. Alright, that was a lot. So, let's cool down and get into changes and fixes. We improved the handling of fizzbones to reduce jittering while moving. This change primarily affects fizzbones using the advanced method with momentum. This should solve most, but not all, jittering issues while moving normally, or when in a vehicle or station. The VRChat client now automatically upgrades texture filtering settings on Quest and mobile. Anisotropic and trilinear filtering improve the quality of visible textures by increasing the detail seen at sharp angles and preventing abrupt, obvious transitions between bitmaps on large flat surfaces, respectively. Previously, default settings leave everything looking blurry and chopped on Quest, not matching the desktop upload expectations, where texture filtering quality is always maxed out by default. You can find a bit more detail on this change in the full patch notes, if you so desire. Nameplates above imposters should now be at the correct height. Menu previews no longer look extra bright, and on top of that, we made them use much less CPU. The volume slider that is present when you're adjusting another user's volume via the quick menu should now respect slider snapping rules. Additionally, the slider should no longer get stuck at 5%. Fixed an issue causing the top left section of the main menu to break when a certain number of buttons were visible. Fixed a case where toggled VRChat constraints could misbehave when 3 or more of them were used on the same game object at once. And that's everything. As always, please make sure to read the full patch notes. And as always, you can find them in the description. They typically have a little extra detail in them. Anyway, see you next time.